All right. Okay, let's see what's up for you, Aquarius. Wow, this Hierophant. You know, a lot of my readings lately, not just with the videos, but just readings with clients, this Hierophant's come up. So, you know, this is an interesting time for us. This is about learning and growth. It could be spiritual growth. It could be religious doctrine, judge. For you guys, it's interesting because the Ten of Cups is right beside that. So you might be putting into place some, sorry, my nose is itching, some spiritual, a spiritual foundation for yourself, new growth, higher learning, what will make your home happy, giving to others, the feeling of renewal and rebirth and joy and the feeling of, all right, we're ending the year and getting ready for the new year. But I do feel like there's a spiritual foundation here, religious foundation, something about a doctrine type of feeling. Some of you all may be going to a retreat or doing something online, learning, just saying whatever it is, it makes you happy. It's good for your home, your family, your heart, healthy heart. So interesting. Let's see what the first 2 weeks of January bring. Okay. So we have the Star card, which is a major arcana, and 2 major arcana cards. And the Star is your angels, your guides, blessings are around you. Your guides are talking to you. Your angels are giving you messages, whether it's in the physical realm, whether you can actually see coins, feathers on the ground, synchronicities. And you're just feeling that sort of esoteric feeling. So it's, you know, it's interesting how it comes up under this Hierophant and then the Star. They're both sort of in my feeling about you, Aquarius, for this particular reading. There's a spiritual connotation to this, very much a spiritual connotation. So it might be that you're grounding yourself and you're seeing the flow of life, and there's some happiness. You're feeling like the Star. You may be the Star of the, you know, maybe you're the one that gives up and does a speech or a conversation, a talk with and amongst other people. I do see some of you doing that. Of course, there's many Aquarians around the world. Not all of you, but a few of you are going to be either giving lectures, book lectures, possibly if you've written a book. You're going to be teaching a class. Excuse me, my voice is going way all over the place in this particular reading. If way all over the place means anything, let's just say all over the place. Let's see, different types of lectures. And I do, what I'm seeing here is someone who's very grounded. They have on earth tone colors. Doesn't mean you have to do that, but that's my symbology for, again, feeling grounded, knowing what you're talking about, giving a class. And it can mean spiritual teachings. You might be doing that yourself. You know, then the Three of Swords comes up. It's okay, like what? Wait a minute. Let's take a look at this. So the Three of Swords usually has to do with loss of some kind, you know, something that hurts your heart. And I don't mean physically, although it can. It may be, you know, if you have any heart issues, I'm feeling more like it's possibly the loss of a friendship, the loss of a romantic relationship that you thought was going somewhere, possibly the loss of a pet. You know, and I'm sorry, you know, in all of these cases, because loss is not an easy thing, but it does help us to see either what we did or didn't do right, or why we did or didn't need this person. So I would ask you, Aquarius, to think about what situation or who in your life, and again, this won't come up until January, possibly it'll show its colors more in January. You might know it now, but someone who's not supportive of you, or you're just seeing sort of phase out of your life. And you know, we are in Mercury retrograde right now. So communications are important. They may be off a little bit. You know, maybe someone from the past phones you, calls you, comes to see you, and you remember why you weren't connected in the first place. Because the Mercury is reevaluating, revisiting, that sort of thing. And then you see in the long run how, you know, it wasn't beneficial for you. Interesting card. I want to pull a, let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to pull a clarification card around this Three of Swords. The top card again wants to come up. Okay. Okay, Aquarians, here we go again. What has made you feel bound that you can't make any moves, that you're not seeing clearly? Maybe someone has dealt you a hard blow or dealt you a blow, and that you weren't seeing things, you weren't seeing the truth. And then this is the result. What else could this be? That this particular situation causes you to feel like you can't, you're just kind of stuck. Remember, this is our thinking. It's not what's really happening. So she's not really tied up. She could, if she takes off her blinders and gets a clearer vision, then she could move forward because there's a castle behind her. She has her feet on the ground. I'm going to pull another card for you guys. Okay, and then the generosity card is what I call it, comes up, the Six of Pentacles. So we have the Three of Swords, the Eight of Swords. Is this possibly someone who has been generous to you or you to them, and then they kind of, the feeling of stabbing you in the back, or at least maybe it's not that severe, or at least not turned out to be the type of person that you thought that they would be. They're not as generous, or maybe you've been too generous to a fault. I'm just saying generosity is a good thing. It's just sometimes we can overgive, right? Okay, so you all are going to have to leave in the comments below what these cards mean to you, okay? Now let's take a look at the, oh, interesting. This is the card that's between the 2 weeks, between the end of December and the first 2 weeks of January. It's sort of like the transition card. It's the Lover's card. Okay, well, this card can be very much about a broken heart in a love situation. It might be that, you know, you're feeling good about your home and your family. Your angels and guides are giving you blessings. But there's a little bit of some love lost here. This card is usually two people that are very committed. They're very happy. They have like minds. They're soulmates, if you want to, you know, are twin flames. So it looks like to me, Aquarius, either you're meeting someone new who maybe doesn't work out, or someone comes back from the past, or maybe, you know, your home is very happy and through this time period, but this is a different situation. So this is going to be about your feelings and your thinking. You guys are air signs, and that's what these swords are about. This particular reading. Okay, so the end of December into January. All right, you guys will have to leave me comments as far as what this means to you. I'm going to look into my crystal. This is for Aquarius. I feel like some of you have been feeling like you're climbing a plateau. But you're almost there. It's like you can see the sun and the horizon. You can see where you need to be going. And this could be a plateau of relationships. And this is not just romantic in this particular crystal reading. This is friendships, but people that are very close to you. Okay, lots of lights around you. Some of you are going to be sightseeing, which, you know, we have Christmas coming up, and Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah. Whatever you celebrate. I do see some of you sightseeing, and some of you in small towns or let's just say you're going to Aspen, Colorado, and you're walking around and you're looking at the amazing, adorable shops, and you're doing this at night, and the lights are on, and people are caroling or singing, and there's joy and abundance. Okay, and I was getting the chills in my legs when I said that. So not because I'm cold, because I feel like some of you are going to be doing that. Okay, what else, Aquarius? Okay, I saw the shape of a diamond, and I don't feel like it really meant like a diamond ring, but it was a diamond. So that does indicate to me, if you think about regular playing cards, the diamonds are like the pentacles in these cards, right? You're like, dang it, I'm going to get my money together. You know, come hell or high water. My money's going to come together. Okay. And I'm seeing a lot of blues, both aqua and cobalt. So the aqua reminds me of peace and calm, and I'm seeing a dove. So a lot of you are wanting peaceful times around you. I'm also seeing the cobalt could be. Yeah, the cobalt reminds me of lapis, and lapis is a stone that was used in the Egyptian times for psychic awareness. It's a beautiful stone. It's actually kind of the color of this, but it's a beautiful stone. It's great for psychic awareness. It was oftentimes used in like the armory, like if you think of King Tut, you think of his beautiful, you know, what they put on view that you can watch, or view rather. It's very much a psychic awareness type of stone. So that's coming up. I feel like your spiritual energy is rising. Okay, Aquarius. Lots of amber. Okay, so ooh, wow, colorful. Lots of light. Pay attention to that third chakra as well. The digestive area, the stomach area, where a lot of those organs are that like to flow, or that need to flow, need lots of water, need good fiber and fruits and vegetables. And that would be this particular stone is great for that, as I always point out, it's citrine. All right. Okay, Aquarius, I hope this has been helpful to you. I'm going to go ahead and add up the cards and remember which ones were the original ones. So we have 5 and 10 is 15, and 15 and 17 is 32, 35. 35 and 8 is what, 43, and 4 and 3 is 7. 7 in numerology is about planning, analyzing, intuiting what you need, Aquarius. Going deep into, again, religious or spiritual pursuits. I keep getting that about you guys, and girls, and all. I say guys, I don't just mean the male species. Females, males, everyone. Okay, everyone, Aquarius. All right, so 7 in the major arcana is the Chariot card. Woo, yay! Victory, righteous victory, without having to sacrifice your morals and personal beliefs. And this is a card of strength. You're not winning. It's not like the Chariot because you got lucky. This is through lots of challenges, hard work. There's some payoff here. You win because you're good at what you do and you have the powerful friends and resources. That's why you're winning, Aquarius. Okay, my friends? And winning can mean, it can show itself in abundance. It can show itself through our friends, through our feeling of our strength, our truth, who we are, I'll say this in the broadest sense of the word, our God power.